Please on the dais. We have Shesha M. Rao, Executive Director of HYSEA. We have Mr. Kishore Bora, he is Managing Director of Energy Tech Global, and he's also Managing Committee Member of HYSEA. We have Mr. Sairam Vedam, he's Managing Committee Member of HYSEA and Chief Marketing Officer of Jtly. We have Mrs. Kavita, she's a new Director of STPI-Hyd'bad. Manisha Sahu, President HYSEA. We have Vipin Chandra Pandyala, he's General Manager and India Head for Apple, and he's also Treasurer of HYSEA. And we have Saurabh Chandra, who is Managing Director of BCG. He is also the advisor for the Annual Awards 2024. I'll open the floor. Maybe we'll start with address by President HYSEA, Manisha Sahu.
Thanks, and welcome to the curtain.
Thanks and welcome to the curtain raiser of HYSEA 31st edition of prestigious National Summit Award 2024, jointly with STPI. The theme of this year's summit event is AI, Celebrating the Future. This occasion will be graced by Honorable Minister of IT and Industries, Shri Sridhar Babu. And you might have a question about what is the difference between any other AI conversation and the summit that we are planning in HYSEA. I would like to invite Vipin to talk about what are the kind of small nuances and important changes that we have brought in to make it super special and practical for the audience.
Thanks, Manisha. Good afternoon, everyone. So like Manisha said, the theme is essentially artificial intelligence and the future. That's what we're talking about. And I'm sure all of you over the last 1 year must have become extremely aware, courtesy OpenAI's, Sam Altman's launch of ChatGPT 4, right? Artificial intelligence has now become a mainstream. In the technology world, we always kind of have this joke saying that when a technology trend starts coming up on the front page of a daily newspaper, that means it's really arrived. And generative AI has become like that. While there is a lot of euphoria, there is also a lot of what I call confusion, ambiguity. What does it mean? What happens to jobs? What happens to skills? What happens to economy? Right? On one hand, we see this huge positive news saying that AI is going to add about $1.5 trillion to Indian economy by 2027. Right? On one hand, we talk about the prompt engineering, which is a very new skill, is going to create like 1 million jobs in the next 4 years. On the flip side, we also see that 30% of the jobs that we see as today will vanish in the next 5 years. There's a lot of ambiguity, confusion, and lack of information is what is it. So what we are trying to do in this conference is that to not address everything, but what we want to do is number one, talk about, we have various themes. So across the themes during the day, we'll bring the highlights saying that what does AI mean for different industries? For example, let's say a finance sector, insurance sector, healthcare sector. What are the use cases? What advancements are happening? How is the industry going to evolve? And how is the industry adapting the whole generative AI and artificial intelligence as overall theme? That's one for it. Second, we also will explore in terms of what does it mean in terms of technological advancement to translate it to skills, jobs, and opportunities for the people. So that's another theme we'll be exploring. A third dimension we'll also be exploring is in terms of how is this technological change bringing in a completely new paradigm for all the top leaders in the industry. What are the top leaders thinking about it? How are they seeing the impact in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years? What changes are they bringing in the way they are going to work? So that's another bit. And another fourth aspect we'll also be covering is in terms of what is it that's happening in the research in the academic world, and how are the academic research world looking at this phenomena, and how is industry and the academia and the research institutes collaborating together. So the overall day is going to try and touch upon a very large canvas and try to bring in as much sort of clarity and as much possible information to the fore, because in audience, we are looking at a fairly large audience, probably 400 to 500 people who are going to be IT industry employees in Hyderabad primarily. Could be engineers, senior engineers, solution architects, technical architects, managers, developers, Director of Engineering Vice President. That's a large audience. Then we are looking at about close to 50 people who have confirmed to be in the sessions who will be speaking on various panels, which is across people like, holding title CEO, general managers, chief technology officers, chief operating officers, chief digital officers, chief innovation officers. So we have almost 50 people who confirm from across the country who will be here on that day, and they will also speak. And we also have, like Manisha talked about, the IT Minister has agreed to be there the evening. We also have the IT Secretary joining us. We have a couple of industry luminaries who will be joining us. And towards the end of the day, we want to close the day with the awards in the evening. And I'm sure some of you have a strong relationship that we've had with the media over the last many years with HYSEA. Some of you are aware. Each year, we also do an awards evening where we have a curated process. STPI strongly collaborates with us in terms of looking at the firm data, identifying different organizations in Hyderabad who have done extremely well from local ecosystem point of view. And we also have products. So we do an awards function in the evening. So we start at probably around 10 a.m. in the morning till about 7:30 in the evening. Very packed day. But one thing we're very, very sure is it's a very exciting day. And for everyone who's going to be there, it'll be very useful. A lot of takeaways in terms of knowledge, learning, connections, networking, and the relationship that we want to build over there.
We have Saurav as our advisor, who is MD in BCG. I would like Saurav to add a few things.
Thank you, Manisha. Very good afternoon to all of you. I think the day will witness lots of learning as how the technological landscape has changed, business landscape has changed, the way we used to consume products and solutions in the market is changing as I speak. So point one, there will be immense learning throughout the day. Second, there is lots of innovative aspects that will be discussed about from the people who are actually doing it. And that's what Bipin just talked about, wherein the CEOs, CXOs, etc. And they are coming in across India. So therefore, it is not just regional, it is also pan-India level unfolding of information that will happen. Third, it's a great catch-up wherein under one roof, you are getting a 50 plus CXOs, ministry, policymakers, and the practitioners in numerous numbers. All that under one roof, getting it in India, a country like ours, is very difficult. So I think that's the third very important thing. And the fourth is we also are integrating, as Bipin said, academia, the talent execution firms. There's also I from the international bodies who will be listening, hearing, and trying to participate in our growth journey. So this will be very different as compared to what it has been, and largely because as HYSEA we keep reinventing ourselves, and this is the era of reinventing for all of us, since everything is getting changed in this year from technology to business. So that's how the day looks like. On behalf of HYSEA, we invite you as well. This will be a little bit of the important content that you guys are going to get, which will be very different than what you have been getting from the other sources of channels till now.
Kavita to talk about what is her experience and what are her expectations.
Thank you, Manisha. So, though this is my first year with STPI-Hyd'bad as well as the association with HYSEA. STPI-Hyd'bad has been associated with HYSEA for past few years, and we can actually see that there is a lot of collaboration which happens, because HYSEA is one industry association which supports from a startup till the big ones. So the complete gamut of it is being supported by the industry association, and the same stands with STPI, because we also support an individual entrepreneur till the big IT company. So that is where the similarity is there. So as the name goes and the theme this year, AI Celebrating the Future, I think we will also be celebrating the contribution of the IT industry to the state of Telangana for its growth. So every year, I think the IT industry here recognizes the contribution of the IT industry, both in terms of exports as well as the employment. So we have seen in the past few years that the growth has been very consistent, and for the financial year 22-23, it has been one of the highest growths. So I think post-COVID, almost all of us are waiting for celebration. So let's all get together and celebrate. Thank you.
Kishore to talk to the Telugu media too.
So first and foremost, on behalf of HYSEA, a warm welcome and thanks for being patient. Media మిత్రులందరికీ స్వాగతం. ఇతర తెలుగులో మాట్లాడతాము. So కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు, artificial. I will talk in English and he will only talk in Telugu. So కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు, artificial intelligence. Right? That is the flavor of the business now. World Economic Forum, అందరు చూసే ఉంటారు. The World Economic Forum's this year theme was actually on artificial intelligence, and right now every global business forum, technology leaders, political leaders, media moguls, everyone is doing AI, not talking AI, they're actually doing AI. So HYSEA, as part of the 31st annual summit, we believe that the future is much brighter with AI in the scheme of the things. So చాలా మందికి కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఏంటంటే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ వచ్చేసింది, జాబ్స్ వెళ్ళిపోతాయి అని. ఆక్స్ఫర్డ్ ఎకనామిక్స్, ఎర్న్స్ట్ అండ్ యంగ్ and McKinsey, three primary research firms, and most importantly our own Boston Consulting Group, which is probably one of the largest consulting research firms in the world. All the four firms, the research shows that for every job that gets lost, there will be a lot more number of new jobs that gets created. Industrial economics have always shown that. So మనం ఏం చేస్తున్నామంటే ఈసారి HYSEAలో we are also bringing 5 themes. So AI, there is a concept called human in the loop. Basically, the role of human beings is not going away anywhere. So we are first actually opening up a panel where technology, business, what actually is the role of the humans along with AI. So we all have to understand that AI coexists with us now. Manlo bhagam ayipoyindi AI. That's number one. The second thing is being AI first. Businesses today, AI is not a choice anymore. It is a model. But then we are bringing 5 chief technology officers and business leaders. వాళ్ళు మీరందరూ చూసే ఉంటారు, there's a term called language models. Large, small, medium, narrow, tiny, basically భాష. So what is AI ఏం చేసిందంటే, it has put a lot of focus on language. The ability to speak, interpret and converse is the confluence of AI. It's an equation called A plus B is equal to C. Artificial intelligence plus business intelligence is equal to contextual intelligence. So our panel lo, some of the best CTOs who are actually working on this, we will all be talking. Tarvata AI for business, actual ga business lo, ante whether it is a large bank, healthcare, financial services companies, IT services companies, talent, వాళ్ళందరూ యాక్చువల్గా ఏం స్కిల్స్ కావాలి, ఏ ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వ్ చేస్తున్నారు. So that is what we are discussing. And finally, we also have impact of AI on the global economy, which is very important. AI అనేది ఒక వర్టికల్ కి ఒక బిజినెస్ కి సంబంధించింది కాదండి. Every vertical is software led, and that's why impact of AI will be there. అది గవర్నమెంట్ అవ్వచ్చు, ప్రైవేట్ సెక్టర్ అవ్వచ్చు, ఇండస్ట్రీ అవ్వచ్చు, అకాడమియా అవ్వచ్చు, అందరికీ ఏఐలో ఒక భాగం. That's what gets discussed. And then future potential. అక్కడ we are talking about innovation. ఇవన్నీ పోగా there is a special track in this event in HYSEA. It's called Made in Hyderabad, Made in India, Made for the World. అంటే మన హైదరాబాద్లో భారతదేశంలో జరిగే ఇన్నోవేషన్ దట్ ఈస్ డిస్రప్టింగ్ ద వరల్డ్. లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ మనం స్కై రూట్ తీసుకొచ్చాము. ఈసారి వీ హ్యావ్ 2 people కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ధృవ స్పేస్. These people are actually flying rockets, right? So we should celebrate them. And then a company called Zaggle that has made proud in the fintech space. So overall, HYSEA యొక్క theme is to celebrate innovation, excellence and future. And then we are also awarding, rewarding innovation startups, as Manisha ma'am and Bipin said. And we also have a Luminary Lifetime Achievement Award for one of the moguls of the tech titans of the industry. The name we will obviously reveal. So that is what is special about this. And we can talk further. I will give it to my friend Kishore.
Thanks, Andy. Director Energy Tech Global, Managing Company Member HYSEA.
సో నేను నెక్స్ట్ 2-3 మినిట్స్లో ఏం చెప్తాను ట్రై చేస్తానంటే హైలైట్స్ ఆఫ్ ద డే చెప్తాను. యాక్చువల్గా మీరు ఈ 14th ఫిబ్రవరి జరిగే ప్రోగ్రామ్ చూస్తే ఇందులో 3 parts ఉన్నాయండి. ఒకటి సమ్మిట్, రెండోది ఎక్స్పో, మూడోది అవార్డ్స్. సమ్మిట్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పో వుడ్ హ్యాపెన్ సైమల్టేనియస్లీ త్రూ అవుట్ ద డే ఫ్రమ్ మార్నింగ్ 10 AM టు ఈవినింగ్ 5 వరకు జరుగుతుందండి. అండ్ ఈవినింగ్ 5:30 నుంచి అవార్డ్ ఫంక్షన్ జరుగుతుంది. సో మీరు థీమ్ విన్నారు, ఏఐ సెలబ్రేటింగ్ ద ఫ్యూచర్ అని చెప్పేసి. ద రీజన్ ఏంటంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఐటీ ఇండస్ట్రీ చాలా కాలం నుంచి మీరు ఏఐఎంఎల్ పదాలు వింటూ ఉన్నారు. కానీ రైట్ నా లాస్ట్ 1 year నుంచి వచ్చిన ఒక ఫినామినల్ చేంజ్ అనేది నోబడీ కెన్ ఇగ్నోర్. మీరు వెనక్కి చూసుకుంటే ఒకప్పుడు ఇండస్ట్రియల్ రెవల్యూషన్ వచ్చింది. ఇండస్ట్రియల్ రెవల్యూషన్ వచ్చి ఏం చేసింది, మజిల్ పవర్ని మెషిన్ పవర్తో మార్చేసింది. సేమ్ థింగ్ ఈజ్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ నౌ. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఏఐ రెవల్యూషన్ వచ్చి మన యొక్క మైండ్ పవర్ని డిజిటల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్లో మార్చేయబోతుంది. లాట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు చేంజ్ అండి. మీరు మీ దగ్గర ఉన్న ఫోన్స్తో ఏ అప్లికేషన్కి మీరు యాక్సెస్ మీ డేటాని వినటానికి, రికార్డ్ చేయడానికి, ట్రాక్ చేయడానికి మీరు పర్మిషన్ ఇస్తే ఇవాళ రోజున ఎలాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్లో మనం ట్రావెల్ చేస్తున్నామంటే ఒక పేషెంట్ గురించి డాక్టర్ తెలిసిన దానికన్నా, ఒక పిల్లాడి గురించి తల్లిదండ్రులు తెలిసిన దానికన్నా, ఒక స్టూడెంట్ గురించి టీచర్ తెలిసిన దానికన్నా మీ దగ్గర ఉన్న ఏ అప్లికేషన్కి ఇంకా ఎక్కువ తెలుసు. అటువంటి మనము స్టేజ్లోకి వచ్చేసామండి. ఆబ్వియస్లీ చాట్ జీపీటీ అనేది ఒక విపరీతమైన రెవల్యూషన్ తీసుకొచ్చింది. దాంతో ఏమైందంటే మొత్తం లెవెల్ ప్లేయింగ్ ఫీల్డ్ వచ్చేసింది. సాయిరామ్ గారు 10 ఏళ్ళ నుంచి ఏఐ మీద ఉన్నా, నేను ఇప్పుడు జస్ట్ 6 months నుంచి ఉన్నా, కానీ మాకు దాన్ని ఎట్లా జనరేటివ్ ఏఐ ప్రాంప్ట్లు కరెక్ట్గా యూజ్ చేస్తే ఇద్దరము 2 minutesలో ఒకే కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ తీసుకో, పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఏముండదు. ఉపయోగించుకోవటము, ఇంటర్ప్రెట్ చేయటము డిఫరెంట్ కానీ, బట్ అలాంటి విప్లవాత్మకమైన మార్పులు వస్తున్నాయి. సో మేము ఇది గమనించి మా ఇండస్ట్రీలో కూడా చాలామంది ప్రొడక్టివిటీ రేట్లు పెరిగినాయి. తక్కువ మందితో ఎక్కువ పని సాధించగలుగుతున్నాము. ఉన్న వర్క్ ఫోర్స్తో మేము అనుకున్న దానికన్నా ఇంకెక్కువ సాధించగలుగుతున్నాం. సో ఇవన్నీ చూసిన తర్వాత యాజ్ ఏ 30-year-old Apex IT industry representing more than 90% of Hyderabad IT and IT industry both in terms of revenue and headcount, we thought in the right time మనకి AI గురించి ఫోకస్ నేషన్ వైడ్ ఫోకస్ దీని మీద తీసుకురావాలని, with the help of people like Saurabh with his advisory, and what we did was ఈసారి మీరు ఇప్పుడు చూస్తే దాని పేరు కూడా మేము నేషనల్ సమ్మిట్ అండ్ అవార్డ్స్ అని మార్చాం. సో ఏం చేసామంటే దీన్ని తెలంగాణ స్థాయి నుంచి జాతీయ స్థాయికి తీసుకెళ్ళిపోయి మీరు ఇప్పుడు దాకా విన్నారు. ఐ డోంట్ వాంట్ టు రిపీట్ ద థీమ్స్ అండ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ దట్. అందరు చెప్పింది 5 different ఫినామినల్ థీమ్స్లో దరిదాపు ఆ రోజు మీరు స్టేజ్ మీద 30 నుంచి 35 మంది అమేజింగ్ స్పీకర్స్, పీపుల్ హూ ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఫినామినల్ వర్క్ ఇన్ ఏఐ స్పేస్, డే అండ్ నైట్ దాన్ని కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేయటము. అలాంటి వాళ్ళు మీరు చూడబోతున్నారు, విట్నెస్ చేయబోతున్నారు, వాళ్ళ యొక్క వ్యూ పాయింట్స్ షేర్ చేయటము. సో ఇదంతా మార్నింగ్ 10 నుంచి ఈవినింగ్ 5 వరకు జరిగిందండి. సేమ్ టైము ఎక్స్పో కూడా, ప్రోడక్ట్ ఎక్స్పో కూడా జరుగుతూ ఉంటుంది. HYSEA అనేది చాలా పాపులర్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్నోవేషన్. మాకు హ్యూజ్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీ ఉంది మా ఐటీ బాడీ మీద ఇన్నోవేషన్ ప్రమోట్ చేయాలని. అందులో భాగంగా మేబీ శేష గారు డీటెయిల్స్ ఇస్తారేమో. 130 పైన కంపెనీస్, ప్రోడక్ట్ కంపెనీస్ అన్నీ వచ్చి అప్లై చేస్తే ఒక 90 member జ్యూరీ, సబ్జెక్ట్ టు కరెక్షన్, 90+ member జ్యూరీ ఒక లాస్ట్ 1 month నుంచి వర్క్ చేసి వాళ్ళలో అమేజింగ్ ఇన్నోవేషన్ ని ఐడెంటిఫై చేసి వాళ్ళని ప్రమోట్ చేయబోతున్నామండి. దట్ ఈస్ ఆల్ గోయింగ్ టు, యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు విట్నెస్ ఇట్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది ఎక్స్పో. సో ఆ రోజు సాయంత్రము మేడం చెప్పినట్లు ఐటీ సెక్రటరీ, తర్వాత ఐటీ మినిస్టర్ శ్రీధర్ బాబు గారు అండ్ మేము ఒక గొప్ప ఎమినెంట్ పర్సనాలిటీని లైఫ్ టైమ్ అచీవ్మెంట్ అవార్డు ఇచ్చారు, సెలబ్రేట్ చేయబోతున్నాము. సో ఇట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు బి వండర్ఫుల్ డే అండి. ఇట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ అండ్ అప్లిఫ్ట్ ద ఏఐ quotient of Hyderabad city and Hyderabad IT and IT ecosystem. So we are strongly believing in that. We support your encouragement, we support your participation, and we want you to spread the good word about this. And Bipin garu cheppinatlu maaku already 500 registrations unde. Ante just వీళ్ళు కాకుండా, ఇది ప్రోడక్ట్ ఎక్స్పోలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళు కాకుండా, జ్యూరీ మెంబర్స్ కాకుండా, అండ్ దెన్ వేరే HYSEA తరపు ఇట్లా వచ్చే పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసే వాళ్ళు కాకుండా హ్యూజ్ నెంబర్. సో మేము వీఆర్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ 600 to 700 members ఆ రోజు వస్తారనుకుంటున్నాము. సో ఇట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు బి గ్రేట్ డే ఫర్ హైదరాబాద్ అండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
So it is going to be a constellation of stars who are actually at the forefront of AI innovation. That is what this whole event, and the secret success of all that is actually Sesha sir. So I'm actually giving it to him.
Thank you. Media and my wife. So, and anyway, jokes apart, I am more comfortable standing and speaking. So as all the dignitaries mentioned, you will have a big celebration on February 14th, not because of Valentine's Day, but because that's the only day we could get a chase. It's a day-long event full of celebration of technology and everything that Bipin mentioned, the Sairam event. We are increasing our standard of level, and this year is the best that we are ever going to see. And everything that they said, especially Bipin and Sairam, have covered the topics that we are going to discuss in terms of CXOs and CTOs and the technology that is happening. You will be hearing that, and also you will be seeing the same in the expo area. As Kishore mentioned, there are more than 200 nominations that we received in terms of technology to compete for the awards. And many of them, the finalists, more than 64 companies will be showcasing their products and solutions. And this year, there is a lot of domination of technology by AI-led companies. So, as you know, 12 to 15 months ago, we haven't even heard much about AI. I mean, we are hearing once in a while, but it was more of a buzzword at that time. However, there are strong undercurrents that have been happening, and that's what you will see on February 14th in terms of technology and the products, how they are shaping up. And this year, the startups quality has gone up significantly compared to the last few years, not only in terms of the ideas, but also in terms of execution, and then leading to the global adoption. Very shortly, you will start seeing global AI companies emerging from India, and you will see the green shoots of that on 14th in terms of those startups. And one other thing that we noticed when these companies applied, we asked for a lot of information. You keep hearing this funding winter, right? But I don't think it's affecting small companies, small startups much. Primarily because there are lots of seed funding that is happening, lots of HNIs that are interested in investing as angel investors. So you see a lot of such undercurrents developing as well. So I think these are all the stepping stones for us to get to the developed nation by 2040 time frame. So this is how the developed companies have started, especially technology, health, and education. So you will start seeing all those things on 14th, the startups that represent them. And coming back to the process, we are very grateful to the IT industry leaders. There are about 90 of them have agreed, registered as jurors to evaluate these startups. Each startup is being evaluated at least by 6 jurors at every round. We have 3 rounds. The round 1 was an online round which is completed. The second round was a product pitch that is also completed. And on February 14th, you will see the third round, which is going to be a demo round. And so the jurors will go to each of these stalls and then ask for a demo and determine the top 10 winners. So there are multiple awards, top 10 startups of Hyderabad, and the established companies, and also we have service awards and we have other category awards as well. I don't want to reveal everything, so we don't want to lose give away everything. So please visit on that day, and you will have a great celebration that you can witness. Thank you.